It's been quite a while since the first film. How did you guys feel resurrecting the characters of Steve and Frank? I
enjoyed it then, and I enjoyed it. Once again, it's great to come back and play those characters, especially characters like Frank and Steve, who we play fun, outgoing characters, and we got a chance to go overseas with them and take them overseas for the first time. That was good. I enjoyed it. I was very excited by the chance of doing that again.
I hear, Nick, that you go to Mykonos a lot.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a bit about Mykonos and why that's one of your favourite places?
Yeah, Mykonos is an amazing place. It's my favourite Greek island, obviously, but that's because it's got all the elements in Greece that you love. By that I mean it's very cosmopolitan, very contemporary, but at the same time it's got a great ancient history. Like just off Mykonos is a place called Delos, which is one of the most sacred sites in all of Greece. It's actually the birthplace of the god Apollo. So that's just a 20-minute boat ride away.
It's not just all clubs and parties around here. Did you know Mykonos has 365 churches? One for each day of the year.
Yeah.
We did see some behind-the-scenes footage of you guys having a lot of fun shooting. It seems like you've got quite a close relationship off-screen. So how did that affect...
Not that close, but
No?
yeah.
How did your
Close enough.
real-life relationship kind of affect the shooting, and especially after having such a big gap between films?
Well, we kind of know, we've worked with each other a lot, so we know when to kind of switch into professional mode and just do what we've got to do.
Never.
We just know,
We've done a lot of theatre, we've done a lot of stage work together as well. Thousands of shows on stage, so literally thousands of shows on stage. But and a couple of films now. So, and we've been mates for a very long time too. We both met in college, late 80s.
Acting school,
college,
Yeah.
late 80s, yeah.
Victorian College of the Arts.
I was
Way back in the late 80s.
studying to be butchers.
Yeah, Academy of Hairdressing, they might have thought or something. So I just wanted to specify it was dramatic arts.
Come on, let's say it.
Being Aussies from Melbourne yourselves, do you find overseas that you feel a lot more Australian, or how does that compare?
It's true, yeah. When you go overseas, you realise that, you do. Like you said, we realise how Australian we really are because, even though we might look like the people, when I go to Italy, it's the same. I look like the people there, and I don't look different. I am very different, because we were brought up here, and it's, yeah.
Is this the bit I come in?
Yeah. It's
No, it's great. The Australian accent is, anywhere in the world, you'll always spot the Aussie. It's a very distinctive accent. Everybody knows it now. But like
the way we think, what we do, and how we.
Like Vince said, it's kind of weird, to meet your family over there who look very much like you, and yet their cultural background is entirely different to your own. And that's when you start to realise how much the Australian culture and the values within the Australian culture kind of help identify who we are. And that's a major message in the film because it was important to me and Chris Anastasiadis, who co-wrote the film with me, to just make the point that being Australian is not how you look, it's how you feel about it.
The Wog chicks here are hot. I haven't seen one bleached mustache.
I'm sorry, what is Wog?
Wog. That's what we call ourselves in Australia. We're Wog Boys.
This is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, no, the Aussies used to say it as an insult.
So now you insult yourself.
So where to from now in terms of the whole Wog Boy phenomenon? Do you take it further, or you branch off to something else? What are your plans?
I don't know. I never think about it that way. I just, this film took a long time to come to fruition because I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to do, if we were ever going to do a sequel, or what I wanted to do as a sequel. And it took a long time, I didn't want to do a sequel just for the sake of doing a sequel. I wanted to make sure that the sequel had something different and unique to offer. But of course, utilising the same characters that we loved in the first film, just to make it easier to kind of go through the story. And it works really well, and it took about 3 to 4 years to write. So it takes a long time. So I don't know if there's going to be a third one. I don't know what's going to happen next, but it has to justify itself.
Hey, what do we owe?
Nothing, eh? The owner is your second cousin, and relatives never pay. It's called Greekonomics. Γεια σου, Κώστα.
I think I'm going to like this place.